We got to talk about these recent iPhone 18 rumors because they're not great. They keep getting worse. And honestly, if you bought the iPhone 17 like we did here, you might want to sit down for this one, or I guess maybe stand up and take a victory lap because it looks like you made the right call. There's no reason to even think about upgrading another year, which most people don't. But if you're somebody who was thinking, okay, I'm not going to get the 17, I'm thinking about the 18, well, the latest report from a leaker known on Weibo as Fixed Focus Digital is saying that the standard iPhone 18 and the lower cost iPhone 18e are now actually going to start sharing components, like actual interchangeable parts between the two models. And according to this leaker, the information is coming straight from a reliable manufacturing source. And they said here, with a little bit of paraphrasing, that the iPhone 18 has been downgraded. The launch has been delayed, which we kind of knew it was going to be launching in the spring, and that the decision is final and it's not changing. So the hardware will be downgraded. And this isn't coming out of nowhere. This is actually the third or fourth report in just the last couple of weeks pointing to basically the same thing. It started with reports that Apple was implementing manufacturing downgrades on the 18 as a cost-cutting move. Then we heard the display specs and the chip would both be affected. There's even talk that Apple might tweak the name of the A series chip to kind of obscure how much of a downgrade it actually is. On top of that, the iPhone 18 isn't even launching in the fall like we are used to, which we did know. It's looking like the spring of 2027, so I'm not sure that that actually counts as a delay. It was already kind of a planned delay to be in the spring, and the iPhone 18 Pro and Pro Max and the new foldable iPhone Ultra will take over the September and October flagship season. So the standard model is getting pushed to the side, both in timing and in the specs. And here's the kicker. Right now, if you compare the iPhone 17 to the iPhone 17e, they're pretty meaningfully different. The 17 has a 6.3-inch display with ProMotion, up to 3,000 nits of peak outdoor brightness, a dynamic island, a 5-core GPU, an ultra-wide camera, and significantly better battery life. The 17e has a smaller 6.1-inch display, the notch instead of the dynamic island, no ProMotion, 4-core GPU, and no ultra-wide sensor. They're clearly different tiers. But if Apple is now sharing components between the 18 and 18e and cutting display and chip specs, those distinctions could start to shrink. Which brings me to why it stinks so much, because the iPhone 17 is, in my opinion, the best value iPhone that Apple has made, the best iPhone that you should buy right now if you're looking for how much money, like the best bang for your buck. I'm spending $700, $800. This is the best value. I've been the Pro Max guy forever. Every single year, I tell myself I want to go to a smaller phone. I did that with the Pro, but honestly, I even like this. I mean, it's the same size, but I think I could go down to this and be perfectly fine. I don't need a Pro. Only reason why I use a Pro is because of the telephoto lens. But the display, now you have ProMotion on the 17 at 120 Hertz, always on, supports 3,000 nits of outdoor brightness in the new Ceramic Shield 2 glass that Apple says is 3 times more scratch resistant. And I can confirm that after all of these months of using a phone with Ceramic Shield 2, it has been fantastic. Performance with the A19 chip has also been rock solid. Hardware accelerated ray tracing for gaming is smooth across the board. Camera's got a huge bump, especially with the 48 megapixel ultra wide, which is the first time that the standard model has gotten that update. And while I'm still a telephoto guy at heart, and again, the only reason why I use a Pro model phone is because of the telephoto, I still think that this is a perfectly good option to go with. And you also get that selfie camera with center stage. You do get the dual capture video recording, ultra stabilized video recording, and they're all great additions. Battery life also jumped from 22 hours to 30 hours. Charging is faster with 40-watt wired and 25-watt MagSafe, and you get that new N1 chip, which brings Bluetooth 6 and better Wi-Fi. So basically, the iPhone 17 is the best standard iPhone that I have seen in years, quite possibly ever, because now we're hearing that the iPhone 18 might take a little bit of a walk back. Worse display potentially, worse chip, parts shared with the budget E model. But if you're on the iPhone 17 right now, I'd hold on to it. If you're thinking about getting an iPhone 18, I'd maybe just get the 17 instead. But let me know in the comments down below what you think about these latest reports. Are you somebody who's on like a 14 and you're thinking about upgrading, but you're like, you know what? It's almost summer. You know what happens? It goes by super quickly. And then spring is here and new iPhone season. Well, hold on. You have to wait a full year and it might be a worse product. So let me know in the comments down below if you plan on going to the 17 or holding out and seeing what the 18 looks like. Let me know down in those comments. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you around in the next video.